Good morning.
Good morning.
I want to welcome everybody here today, and I want to thank everybody that took part in this. Our flag does not fly because the wind moves it. It flies with the last breath of each soldier who died protecting it. I want to introduce our members of council. We've got Deputy Mayor Margie Donlin, Councilman Rob Achera, Councilman David Fisher, and unfortunately Councilwoman Kelly Terry is off on a trip this weekend, so she couldn't make it. We also have retired Deputy Mayor Rich Long. He's out here in the crowd. I have our clerk, Jesse Joseph. Thank you for helping us out today, Jesse. Tommy Rue, Emergency Management. Where are you, Tommy? He's out here taking our videos. I want to also, of course, thank Paul Edelson from our Historical Society over here. Paul, thanks for coming out. And let's not forget Jen and Mike Patrico, Jen Nordstrom. They always put on a fantastic event, so I cannot thank them enough for always having our backs. I'm going to call up Troop 71 for our flag salute, and Don Brockle.
Thank you, Mayor, veterans, council. Yeah, Troop 71's been here since 1941, and I'm proud to say we have many veterans over the years, but no more proud of the ones that were in Troop 71 recently and graduated high school, and off they went to the Marines, to the Army, to the Navy. There's one in West Point right now going through the rigors of West Point. That's Patrick Brennan, our town's manager's son. Wonderful, right? And we also have a West Point grad out in Fort Lewis, and that's Mr. Hallman, Shaw Hallman. So he's doing great service out there, and I just spoke to him about 2 months ago on a video chat from Fort Bragg, where I bumped into one of his old buddies. And it was good reuniting those two guys, the two lieutenants, second lieutenants. But we're here to honor the fallen, and I'm going to introduce, to start the day's events, Logan Kaplan. Logan.
Please rise if you are able for the Pledge of Allegiance. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. The Scouts and leaders of Troop 71 Oakhurst honor the men and women who have fallen in defense of our great nation. Thank you.
Thank you. I'd like to call up next one of Ocean Township's own, Elizabeth Rossamano. She will be doing our national anthem. Elizabeth?
Oh, say, can you see by the dawn's early light what so proudly we hailed at the twilight's last gleaming, whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight o'er the ramparts we watched were so gallantly streaming, and the rocket's red glare, the bombs bursting in air, gave proof through the night that our flag was still there. Oh, say does that star-spangled banner yet wave o'er the land of the free and the home of the brave?
Ocean Township doesn't play. When you want perfection, you get this kid here to sing it out. Great job, Elizabeth. Now I'd like to call up somebody very special to us. This memorial here was put together by Commander Jim Mack, and he's done a phenomenal job. But his wife will be coming up here to do our opening prayer. So Peg, if you could come up, please.
Cover.
All-powerful God, we honor today those men and women, our sons and daughters, husbands and wives, fathers, brothers, sisters, mothers, who have laid down their life for the country. Whether weary, quiet, or defiant, vulnerable or ready when they call them home. Their sacrifice is too humbling for words, except those uttered in prayer. Loving Lord, bless them forever in your eternal peace. Cherish their spirit, honor their commitment, and send them our love. And never forget the service that they gave us. Amen.
Jim, I have to thank you for sharing your wife with us on that opening prayer. This is the reason why Jim survives as much as he does, so thank you, Jim. I want to call up a friend of mine, Mark Rubenstein, from the Jewish War Veterans Post 125. Mark?
Please be seated if you're not. Memorial Day is a time for Americans to reconnect with their history and core values by honoring those who gave their lives and the ideals we cherish. More than a million American service members died in the wars and conflicts this nation fought since the first colonials took up arms in 1775 to fight for independence. Each person who died during those conflicts was a loved one cherished by family and friends. Each was a loss to the community and the nation. In 1882, the nation observed its first official Memorial Day, a day set aside to remember and honor the sacrifice of those who died in all our nation's wars. For decades, Memorial Day was a day in our nation when stores closed, communities gathered together for a day of parades and celebrations with a patriotic theme. It meant ceremonies at cemeteries around the country, speeches honoring those who gave their lives, the laying of wreaths, the playing of taps. In some places, these ceremonies continue, as we see here today. Your presence at this event remembers the true meaning of Memorial Day. You come here to honor our fallen comrades by your presence. You understand that on Memorial Day, we honor the ideals and values those soldiers stood for and died defending. Sadly, many Americans have lost this connection. For a growing percentage of the American people, Memorial Day has come to mean simply a 3-day weekend or a major shopping day. A day at the beaches, mall sales, and barbecues. You are not forgetting the sacrifices of our soldiers and on Memorial Day. It has a special significance for many. Let me share 1 or 2 examples. In 1996, Kamala Laspada met a group of school children on the mall in Washington. She asked them what Memorial Day meant. They all paused and said, "That's the day the pool opens." She did not like that answer. She decided she wanted to show these children and others like them why they are free and who paid for their freedom. She started the Moment of Remembrance campaign. Her goal, to put the memorial back into Memorial Day. This program would like to see all Americans observe 1 minute of silence at exactly 3 p.m. on Memorial Day as TAPS plays to honor those who sacrificed their lives for us. That first year, 1,000 shopping malls in the country did what she asked on Memorial Day. They announced the moment of silence at 3 p.m., So did baseball stadiums, including the Yankees and the Orioles, and airports. Several amusement parks also announced it. And this continues today all over the country. There are others who make a difference, taking action on a small scale in their school, in their community, and one-on-one, which also continues. I refer to the Girl Scouts and Boy Scout troops of this country. Here in Monmouth County, the county donates flags to organizations who work with the Scouts in placing the flags at veterans' graves in cemeteries in the county. Thousands of flags are placed each year on veterans' graves in cemeteries around the country in the weeks preceding Memorial Day. You are here making a difference by being here on Memorial Day, by honoring the fallen veterans and not forgetting the sacrifices of our soldiers. Thank you all, and God bless America. Will my flag people please come forward? Yeah, take that, put it over by the... Post 125, 6 members passed away since last Memorial Day. Stanley Engel, Henry Ketchen, David Scheinhartz, Howard Weiner, Howard Weiner, Melvin Woda, Arthur Tauber, one of our last World War II veterans. Thank you all for being here.
Thank you, Mark. That's always a good education. And I see, I was looking over his shoulder at his speech. There was a lot of cross-outs there. I think Judy, being the retired school teacher, probably helped him out with that a little bit, right, Judy? All right, next up, I want to call up Jim Mack from VFW Post 2226. Jim?
Mayor, Council, Mike Patrico, and our girl, Jennifer Ostrom. Thank you all. All that these guys worked very hard. We thank you. Good morning. It's my honor and privilege to be here today. To be here at the first memorial at this new site. Beautiful. Memorial Day is for the members of those who have fallen. They have paid the ultimate price. In every war, battle, conflict, whatever you want to call it, they paid the price to protect and to serve us. So today, what I want you to do, I want you to forget your business schedule. Forget the schedule. Go home, have a barbecue, jump in the pool. Go to a barbecue, have one, whatever you want to do. Go to the beach. But during the course of the day, I want you to remember the fallen. Could be a family member, could it be a neighbor, could be a friend, or just all veterans in general. Come up here and enjoy this beautiful memorial. Have your quiet time up here. You can't get no quieter than right here. I mean, the worst thing around, you got deers running around. They don't make any noise. And one more thing, I'm making this short because of my breathing issues. There's one more thing I want you to do too. There are also a lot of fallen police officers, firemen, EMT workers. They also have heroes that have also fallen in line of duty to serve and protect us. So have a beautiful day and a safe summer. And may God bless you. And God bless America. Thank you. Have a great day. Now, I will read to you both the flags for our deceased of 2226. All right, Danny, both flag, color, the flag, flowers. Make a basket. First flag today will be Anthony Arbin, Ocean Township resident. Bobby, come up. Robert Howie, Ocean Port representative. George Lawrence, Ocean Township. Frank McNally. Peter Murphy. Probably rolling over to see an Army guy do this for him. William Souls. William Scholes. Joe Williams. Lawrence Yeoman. May they all rest in peace. Ladies and gentlemen, just for your further information, there's poppies up there if you need to pick up a poppy or whatever the case may be by the water. Turn it back over to the mayor now.
Jim does deserve a huge round of applause, because if it wasn't for Jim, this memorial would not be here today. It was his vision, it was his idea, and it was his tenacity to get the job done. He wanted it in place before Memorial Day, but a separate dedication. That was Jim, and I'll tell you what, this guy deserves a real big round of applause. We need more like this. Got space to do other ones up here. Put it in your heads. Now I'd like to call up the Catholic War Vets, Post 714, Robert McKnight.
All right, good morning, Mayor, Council, Jim, thank you so much for doing this. Don Brockle, the Scouts, thank you so much. And Jen, thank you as always for doing a wonderful job. So I'll keep it short and sweet. So today, Memorial Day. Today we remember those, we honor those who served, but never made it out of uniform. Those who made the ultimate sacrifice so that we can live as a free people, enjoy the fruits of whatever endeavor we choose. We owe those service members a debt of gratitude which we can never repay. So I'd like to share with you the words of the author, Matthew J. Davenport. I feel he sums up the true meaning of this day best. He says, Memorial Day is filled with hollow words about honor and sacrifice, images of flags and eagles, but only the names of the fallen have any meaning, because they are what makes this day sacred. So please remember all those who have fallen in service for our great country, and keep them always in your hearts, in your thoughts, and in your prayers. Thank you, and God bless you all. Gary, come up, Richard. Fortunately, we only lost one member this year. Jimmy D'Esposito. Thank you.
Thank you, Rob. We have our salute to our fallen soldiers, and one more person I want to thank for being out here is our Chief of Police, Mike Sorrentino, who has a phenomenal collaborative working relationship with his men and women in the department. So Mike, thank you for being out here. Our rifle salute will be by our Ocean Township Police Department.
Fire! Ready!
finally, I want to call up Ocean Township's Christopher Wilson to do taps. We have refreshments in the back. There's also some Dear Hero letters. I want to thank Miss Assolini from the 4th grade general studies teacher who put these letters together for our heroes. I want to thank John Luckenbill and the brass band for being with us today. I want to thank Elizabeth Russamano and Christopher Wilson for playing and singing for us. And of course, thank you to Don Brockle and the Boy Scouts for being out here. Thank you to the Ocean Township Police Department, the Ocean Township Rec Department, and of course, the Ocean Township Public Works Department. Thank you. Have an enjoyable day. And like Jim said, remember our fallen soldiers, our men and women. Thank you.